back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. This is your host, Blue Mage 319 here. And, alright, we just escaped Figaro and, on those chocobos, and here we are as Edward. Remember, in this game, you can kind of, change who your main or default character or default sprite is in the overworld, and, while you're walking around caves or towns or whatever. I'm going to keep him as Edward, because I do like Edward a lot. Got a crush, I must say. Let's put him in the back row, seeing as how he's just going to be using his tools right now. Yeah, let's equip that Mithril Blade on Locke. Look at that damage. Really doesn't matter, though, because Locke will just be stealing. Most of our damage output's going to be coming from Edgar. But, let's head into this cave and start heading towards South Figaro. Alright. Now, I think Terra is in the back row, right? I'm sorry, guys. Also, I'm sorry about not uploading a video yesterday. I was kind of worried about the editing issue I'll be running into quite shortly. King Edgar, where are you headed? Through the cave and eastward to South Figaro. Duh. Return to the castle and tell the others we're safe. I don't understand where he's gonna go. Isn't the castle underground? Drats, there I go, pressing it. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm recording this off of a Hauppauge, and the video files are kind of weird. That's a recovery spring. You'll find those throughout the game. But yeah, I'm recording this through a Hauppauge, and Real Player is kind of not letting me convert. So anyways, okay, so through the stairs to the upper left there, or just to the left there, there's a treasure chest, but I don't really mind. I don't want to get it right now. It's got a, I think it's got a Phoenix Down in it. Don't worry, don't get it yet, because it will contain a better item later. Now, let's just have Locke steal and use auto crossbow, because that's probably our best way of dealing damage right now. Deals lots of damage to, basically all enemies. So yeah, we don't need the treasure right now. It's going to be better later on. But we got a town to get to, and I'm just gonna, since trust me, we'll be back here pretty soon. Also, there's another treasure chest. I think there's two actually. There's a Phoenix Down, and I think there's two tinctures right now at least. There's one to the stairs to the left again that we do not want to get. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Okay, well, I think we got another battle. But yeah, so I need to transfer or convert these files to WMV, I think, in order for me to edit with the program I'm using, until further notice, where I find maybe some better editing software. That's going to be what I'm going to be using. I've been trying to do some type of research on, certain forums and FAQs and stuff, but to no avail. In fact, actually, I just now got off, I just went on my Twitter and I saw none other than Galuf Black Mage responded to one of my tweets. Just to let you know, he's really good at responding to tweets. I mean, he's really quick. Me, I really don't go on Twitter much, but at least I can count on, guys who have done this before me. And Galuf, he's pretty awesome, man. He's got good taste in games, and he's awesome. Real smart dude. He recommended a couple things, and I'll be trying those out. In these woods right here, we're gonna want to do some battling here before we go. Not before we go into the town. I just want to do one battle, just to maybe see. Yeah, this is one enemy formation that we want to run into. Now, we basically want to run it. I think there's 3 or 4 different battle formations with Rhodoks in them. And I don't want to spoil anything, but just you want to run into every single one that you could find. It's just going to make it a lot easier later on in the game for something really awesome. And Terra died with no experience. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I can't believe that happened. But yeah, we got some stuff to do in this town. It's going to be nice. Love towns. It's just such a one of the reasons I love this game so much. It just really reels you in, you know, really well. Does a great job. There's treasure all over this place, you know, like in here I think there's a potion or a tonic. Down here there's a soft, and over here there is a green cherry, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome to South Figaro. You'll find lots of excellent weapons, armor, and relics in our shops. But believe it or not, I think this, I don't know, I might be wrong. This might be this could be, these treasures might be the same later on in the game. But I'm definitely sure that after this town, it's going to be just find the treasures, don't worry, it's not going to change. You know, it's just kind of the beginning of the game where they try and trick you to not getting treasures, or you know, they're going to be better later on in the game. So anyways, this is the Chocobo stable. When you go into a town, some towns have this. They'll have the Chocobo sign right up there with like this big barn door kind of. And this is how you get Chocobos in Final Fantasy VI. You basically just talk to the guy and he'll ask you if you want to ride a Chocobo. You know, $80. It's a great price. Just, you know, it's going to come in handy pretty soon when we're going to be doing some pretty far traveling. But anyways, let's see what we got here. Beyond Mount Colt, you'll find the Sabil mountain range. Alright, this is the pub, but we don't want to go in there yet. See that little dot thing right there, or the little gem? That's actually a relic, and this is a relic shop. So remember, relics, they're the thing that is kind of like the accessory of the game, what makes this game unique. So let's go in here. Definitely want to make some purchases here. And hey, I'm in line here, you know. You want to hurry up with your purchase, or okay? This guy's probably smoking crack or something. Yeah, guess so. No, what he had was the sprint shoes on. Relics give you and your party members a variety of abilities. For example, sprint shoes. There you go. Doubles your speed. They double your speed outside of battle. Like for instance, like when you're running, you know, or walking, you know, in the overworld, the field or whatever. Let's see. The True Knight lets you shield others. That's kind of like the cover materia in Final Fantasy VII. Dragon Boosts add the jump command to your battle list. So, like, you know how there's like magic tools. You get that command when you put the Dragon Boots on, the jump command. I really don't. I've never been a fan of dragoons or anything like that. I remember in Final Fantasy V, I really liked the idea of what it was, but it's really not that good. Gauntlets allow you to hold a sword with both hands. So that's pretty cool. Use the main menu to equip up to 2 relics. The only thing about 2 relics per person. The only thing about the gauntlets is since you're going to be holding one weapon with 2 hands, you can't equip a shield. So let's check out what this guy has for sale. Alright. So if you were playing Final Fantasy III, or the Final Fantasy III version of Final Fantasy VI, not Final Fantasy III, the one we all know, but Final Fantasy VI, when it was, you know, the old version, you would probably want to buy a pair of sprint shoes, because you couldn't, you know, you can't like hold X to like walk faster or run, but in this game we can. So I guess I will buy one just for fart's sake, but goggles we want to buy. I want to get let's see, yeah, let's get 3 pairs of goggles. Star pendants, you know, it says right here what they do. Protects against poison. That's something we definitely want to have for something coming up, but I accidentally only bought one. So let's buy 3 more. You want to get 4 star pendants. If you want to go ahead and buy a pair of sprint shoes, you can go ahead. I can't even afford them right now. So, yeah, go ahead and buy some. We don't need the sprint shoes, but in fact, they do actually make you, like, run faster than you can run now. I mean, in fact, I'm going to demonstrate in the next episode how fast you can run with sprint shoes. But yeah, let's just do some exploring for now. Ooh, a clock. Rule of thumb in Final Fantasy VI, check all clocks. You can get an elixir in most of them. Hey baby. The Empire attacked Figaro Castle. Now we'll all be drawn into the battle. Let's see what's down here. What's that music? Duncan's students have no peers. The guy at the counter, he's kind of creepy. The Empire's been invading one town after the next. We're not safe here. Duncan made his son Vargas practice a strict martial arts lifestyle. Vargas resented it. Who's Vargas? Or Vargas? Did I talk to you? Yeah. At the very least, you can give me a response. Hey, this is one of my favorite scenes. I know it's a really small scene. Probably not a lot of people like it, but I just think this is so clever at like how they use this, and it's coming. Stand back. He seems vaguely familiar. Wait a minute. I love that. How you see Edgar looking over and it transitions into that. I think that's just so great. He owes his allegiance to no one and will do anything for money. He comes and goes like the wind, and he's got an introduction, so he must be a character. Shadow. Really cool party member. Yes, he's a party member. We can name him, so let's keep him as Shadow. Shadow's a little interesting in a couple ways. Well, that's Shadow. He'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel. Better steer clear of him, I guess. Good idea, Locke. He's got a dog with him. Leave us. The dog eats strangers. That's awesome. But yeah, let me tell you a little something about Shadow. He's got a 1/16% chance, or 1 out of 16 chance of leaving your party after like any random battle. So it's good to usually save often, or when you're with Shadow. He will be accompanying us very shortly, and he's pretty awesome. I mean, we never had limit breaks in Final Fantasy up until, I don't want to say now, but arguably his dog there, Interceptor, is basically a limit break. I mean, it's not like the typical limit break, of like Final Fantasy VII, where you take damage, or whatever. I guess you can't call it a limit break, but his dog there comes and shows up, sometimes in battle, and will do an attack. I mean, I've had Interceptor the dog kill a boss at one time, and just before we could even fight. So I mean, I don't want to say he's a limit break, but Shadow's an interesting character in more ways than one. So anyways, one more thing, a little shortcut here. You just go under there. But did you hear Figaro Castle sank into the sand? You couldn't find it even if you knew where to look. Wow. Well, that's interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I think it's a good spot to end. Let's just stop at the item shop. Guys, if you want to save... Ooh, no, nothing in there. If you guys want to save, just go outside town and save. It's fine. But that's it for this episode, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI, where we will be doing some battling and other fun stuff. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.